Legal update by Legaleye, the law firm.
PIL tracking mechanism to notify legal heirs of unclaimed deposits in dormant accounts. The Supreme Court asks for a reply from the Ministry of Finance. The Supreme Court on Thursday set a deadline for the Treasury Department to file an affidavit of opposition in a public interest litigation, PIL, that seeks to establish a mechanism to notify those legal inheritance of unclaimed deposits in dormant accounts. The lawsuit filed by financial journalist and Money Life editor Sucheta Dalal was brought before a bench of CJI Chandrachud and Judge J.B. Pardiwala.It should be noted that while the Corporate Affairs Department and the RBI submitted their affidavits of objection, in this case the Treasury Department did not. Union of India attorneys have requested more time for the Treasury to submit a counter-proposal. Therefore, the bench registered the incident after 3 weeks. The petition asks for guidance from the court to the defendants, Ministry of Finance, Reserve Bank of India, Ministry of Commerce and SEBI, to ensure that unclaimed public funds are transferred to funds owned by government through the Depositors Education and Awareness Fund, DEF, the Investor Education and Protection Fund, IEPF, and the Senior Citizen Welfare Fund, SCWF, on the grounds that these are not requested by legal heirs nominees, has been made available to the aforementioned legal heirs nominees by providing dormant inoperative account owner information on a centralized online database. The petition argues that funds from dormant inoperative bank accounts transferred to the DEF are often unclaimed because the legal heirs and proxies of the bank account holder have the legal heir is often unaware of the existence of the deceased's bank accounts, and in such cases banks may not be able to track them down and notify them of the existence of such accounts. According to the petition, another reason for the unclaimed funds is that information about deceased investors whose deposits, bonds, dividend insurance and postal funds, etc., has been transferred to EPF, not available on the EPF website. The petition alleges that although the EPF authority publishes the names of those whose funds have been transferred to the fund on the EPF website, some technical problems were encountered when accessing the website. As a result, people were forced to hire intermediaries to get refunds. For the same reason, the petitioner said the incumbent amount for EPF started at 400 crore rupees in 1999 and spiked tenfold to 4,100 crore rupees at the end of March 2020. The petition argues that even banks that provide data on deceased account holders are not serving their intended purpose because the legal heirs are unaware of the existence of the bank account. In view of the above, the petitioner prayed for the development of a centralized online database under the control of the Reserve Bank of India, which would provide information on deceased account holders including details such as the name, address and last transaction date of the deceased account holder. In addition, the petition states that banks are required to notify the RBI of inactive or inactive bank accounts. This exercise should be repeated every 9 to 12 months. The petition also argues that the majority of banks, public and private, as well as non-banking financial firms, NBFCs, and depository agencies such as National Securities Depository Limited, NSDL, and Central Depository Services Limited, CDSL, insists on requesting such documents and legal documents like property certificate, probate, etc., which requires the legal heirs to go to court. As a result, legal procedures are cumbersome and unnecessary. Therefore, to ensure a fast, hassle-free claims process and avoid unnecessary litigation, a simpler procedure should be adopted, whereby banks and other financial institutions should not insist on the presentation of a court order if there is clear and reasonable evidence the will is undisputed, or if the legal heirs have filed a claim with an affidavit undertaking and have compensated the amount in the bank and indicated that the claim was advertised by the bank in the newspaper, etc., and that this was not disputed.
Stay tuned for more legal updates from Legaleye.